Welcome to another paint session with me, Chris, aka Mini Wargamer Chris, aka I don't know. I have any other AKAs. I don't know how to. I don't actually know how to, do an intro for this show. As even though I've done quite a few of these. Sorry, I'm trying to find a good spot to set my phone up so I can see the chat. Oh, there's Grim. What's happening, Grim? Grim. Of course, everybody who's tuning in, either live or post, as I am going to work on my Aeldari Skyrunner Conclave. I'm working on just the riders. The bikes are pretty much done. And yeah, the bikes are pretty much done. Here, let's grab a bike here. Grab a bike real quick. I'll let you guys see what I'm dealing with here. So the bikes are pretty much done. As you can see there. Nice and shiny. Decals. Markings, right? So that's what I'm working with. The riders themselves have been a bit of a work in progress, as I initially had the spear tips done in blue, kind of a non-metallic metal kind of blue. I wasn't entirely happy with that. It wasn't, it wasn't jiving with me. And then I was playing with the damn chrome paint and everything, and so I did all their spear tips in chrome. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tint their spear tips just a little bit. And go for something. I also did like this light glow, but I'm also not happy with the glow on here. It's not saturated enough. It's not vibrant enough. So I think when I tint the spear tips, I'm gonna retint these the glow effect on their spears, because they all have it. I kind of like what I did with my avatar. And so right now I'm in the process of edge highlighting the white portions of their armor. As you may or may not be able to tell here. Let me move this light here. Let's get in nice and close. Is that better? Yeah, that's not too much. That's not too bad. And so yeah, so I got to do that. Edge highlight their armor. The red of their cloak is pretty much done. That was mostly done by airbrush. I picked out the feet and such. They also have some little bracelets and stuff like that, little charms going on their wrists. I got to pick out. Their chests were done simply with, what the hell did I use? Ushabti bone, that's what I used. I used the Ushabti bone on that chest. The white of their armor is done in, I did it as a base of Celestra Gray. And then I gave it a shade wash of Thunderhawk Blue. I think I used Thunderhawk Blue or I used Dark Reaper, one of the two. Broke it down to a shade wash and then applied it to the model. Let that dry, and now I'm just going back in, redoing the Celestra Gray, and then I'm going to go in with Ultramarine Gray. Yeah, so I already done a reestablishing of the Celestra Gray, and so now it's time to come back in with some Ultramarine Gray and start building up those highlights. Grim. Nothing much, just hanging out. A very nice bike. Well, thank you. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting this unit done, as there is another tournament coming up in a couple weeks, and I want to get this stuff done, and so yeah, getting tired of looking at all these guys. I want to get on to other projects and such. I got a project on the go that I want to do for Crystal Brush, and so I want to really start concentrating on that as well. And oh yeah, here's the other thing too. I did my the Harlequins. Let's see here if I can get it to kind of show here. Yeah, I did the chrome on their weapons. Yeah, I was chroming up the weapons there. Thought it was kind of fun. Nice bright chrominess. Chromy? Is that a word? Chrominess? Chromy? So anywho, I am just going to begin painting. I'm not doing a whole lot. Nothing terribly exciting until I get to the airbrushing phase, which shouldn't be too long, I don't think. Also, I probably should be using a wet palette when I'm doing this phase, just because I end up going through just so much darn paint. But, oh well. Oh well. So pretty much just a little dab of paint. And this pretty much gets me per guy, pretty much. And so all I do is with my fine detail brush, I just pick out a little highlight on top of the belt. Just one little fold, another little fold. Catch the trim of the armor ever so slightly. Catch the little baubles that are on their armor. Try and even out my highlights there. So what do you guys do when you got assembly line painting like this kind of thing to go? Typically, for some of you guys out there, when you have a whole bunch of models to do, typically it's referred to as assembly line painting. For some of you guys who don't know what that is, it's basically where you just have an assembly line of guys and you work through them. I personally am not a big fan of this, as, I don't know, I kind of get bored. Like even now I'm getting bored. Even as I'm describing the process to you, I'm getting bored. How do you guys muscle through these kinds of things? Because I know there's some of you guys out there who can handle this kind of stuff, no problem. My hat goes off to you because, man, this just bores me to tears just doing this kind of stuff. It's so damn tedious. It's not exciting in the slightest sense of the word. It's just so tedious. Just going through, picking up little baubles. I don't know. Like I said, this is assembly line painting is definitely not one of my strong suits. Damn, I'm already out of my gray. It's not terribly hot in my office, but I'm also not grabbing all that much paint on my brush either. And so, but yeah, how do you guys get through this? Like, my God, I'm already in tears. I'm in tears, for God's sakes, people. I'm in tears. Like, how do you do this? How on earth do people survive this phase of the hobby? You know, this hobby has many phases, and this one to me is not the most exciting of phases. This one really just is more of an endurance test, you know? So I've got 3 down, 5 more to go. 5 more. Oh, it's not exciting. Also, too, I don't like just handling the models like this either. I'm not a big fan of that, but I didn't have any other good options. I could have mounted these guys. I could have mounted them to the bikes maybe, but I don't know. And so basically, like I said, all I do is I catch the little top of the robe, one of the folds, the bottom of the fold, then catch the shoulder pad, like so. And catch the little baubles, booblies, like so. And then we got some more. So basically, this is my Warlock Skyrunner Conclave. I've never had one of these guys fully done up before. As back in the day, they didn't have Warlocks on jet bikes. You had to convert them yourself, which in itself was a huge pain in the arse. Yeah, this phase, man. Oh my Lord. Not exciting. Not exciting. But I suppose you got to do this so that you can get to the exciting parts, right? This is the price we pay in building our armies, so that we get to the exciting paint jobs, the exciting things. On the helmets here, I just simply go around, just on the perimeter of the helmet, just like so. Just the face details. I'm not too concerned if I hit any of the black areas on the face, as I can just come in and clean it up later. So I'm just kind of moving somewhat quickly around, and so there you go. Bang, we're done. Off to the next dude. Oh, Clayton Tate, meow. When it comes to painting, they roll guard and orcs through. Oof. Clayton, how many points of Eldar will I have painted when I finish these spear-throwing salt-generating fellows? Salt-generating? Salt-generating? How many points? I have no idea how many points I have. Last time I checked, I was well over 10,000 points of Eldar. So how much are these guys going to add? Well, this whole unit will add, under the new rules, this will be 700 points. So my army's about to go up by 700 points when these guys are done. And I just recently finished the classic, well, not, yeah, he's classic model, I suppose. Autark on jet bike. So, yeah. So basically, we're just going to work our way through. Hammer our way through this project until we get to the really exciting stuff. Tempted to pick up one of them, you know, the new Eldar Army bundle. Get the Wraith Lord, Wraith Guard, Farseer, and what was it, a Warlock in the box for like 100 bones. Well, it's 100 bones Canadian. That's a deal and a half. And if you're an Eldar player, you should jump on that, because that's a deal. That's a deal, and you should get it. Because Games Workshop typically isn't under the mindset of giving out deals. And that's a deal. And only a fool wouldn't jump on it, especially as an Eldar player. So get on it. Hurry up. Hurry up. Oh man. Okay. Is that it? That's it. Also with these guys, I'm not, going for a, award-winning standard or anything like that. I'm just getting these guys to a high tabletop standard. High tabletop? Maybe not even high tabletop. Just a good tabletop standard. Something good that I can be proud of. That I can show my mom. I always find with this paint, it's always really chunky. I don't know why. I find out with a lot of the GW whites, always a bit chunky. Paint gets chunky on me. Not fun chunky, like chunky peanut butter, but chunky. Chunky. So, I had the time today, and I decided that it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, and so I figured I might as well do one, seeing as how it's been a while, and So here we are. Lucky you. Clayton, I like Aeldari Gray. I like it too. I like it because it's an excellent start for doing white. It's often what I use the color for. I often use it as the base tone for creating white. So like, for example, if I was doing white scars, I would start with this. Because, as I said, it's a good start. Anytime you're painting white on a model, I find Aeldari Gray or similar light gray color works very well. Very well. There we go. Getting kind of sloppy now. Danish artist. Your sound seems to be low, Chris. Well, it's because I have the mic a little ways away from myself. I could move it closer, I suppose, but then okay. Well, let's hear. You know what? Let's move some stuff over here. Let's move this over here. Let's get this over here. Let's move this stuff over here. Let's grab the mic. Might get a little noisy here, people. You'll have to forgive me. And we'll put the mic right here. Now then, do I sound a lot clearer? Do I sound a lot louder? I probably sound a bit louder now. I would imagine because the mic's closer to my face. In fact, it might be even too loud now. I don't know. Can't say. I can't say. So again, I think really what the trick with assembly line painting is just working out a process, right? And it's like you just kind of tackle every phase the same way. So like, for example, with this color, I've been starting off at the belt and then work to this shoulder, then that shoulder, and then do the helmet, and then I'm done, right? And I guess that's kind of the process. It's just, pick a point, get started, get to it, work it out. I don't know, it's the kind of stuff that doesn't really inspire me. I have to like really try at this. And I mean, some of you might be saying to yourself, no, Chris, say it isn't so. It's you love painting. And I do, but God help me, I'd rather not be painting the same exact thing, 10, 20 times. Oh my God, it makes me ache. Makes my bones ache. I'm aching already. I'm hurting. Oh, I'm hurting. Oh, you slimy dog. Sorry if I go quiet for a moment. I am concentrating. Why? Because this crap makes me have to concentrate. The last guy. Grim, I'm awake, I swear. Clean tape. Yeah, the volume is up a lot. Yeah, that helped. It's fine though. Good. Glad. Well, because I wasn't moving it any further. And, with the mic being like right here, you guys get to hear all the sounds. You get to hear the paint sloshing, get to hear me rinsing my brushes, flipping a paint lid. Get to hear it all. It's in glorious stereo sound. It's in Dolby surround sound. My God, man. What an age we live in. So, sorry, there's little stray hairs. Some of these brushes sometimes. Color kind of collects on it and kind of like stains one hair. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. If anybody knows, let me know why that one little hair on the brush wants to stray. Go. There we go. Normally, whenever I'm painting too, I often have music going. And the last couple nights that I've been painting, like I haven't done like a live show of it because I don't know. Whenever I'm painting and I'm doing the live show, I always feel like, I've got to be entertaining or something. And so I end up doing it like this, where I'm kind of just talking through the whole process and I'm not really 100% paying attention to what I'm doing because I'm talking, versus when I'm just sitting here quietly contemplating the universe while I paint my miniatures. And I don't know, I enjoy having music playing because that is my preferred background noise when I'm working. Even when I'm painting miniatures all day for mini wargaming, not painting miniatures all day, but getting videos ready, and I'm just kind of just painting stuff, And yeah, it's music all day for me. It's music all day. Normally, but see, because I'm broadcasting this, I don't want to get frickin' sued by anybody, so I'm not gonna have any music in this, unless of course I'm sitting here chilling to Kevin MacLeod music or something like that. But then that's kind of odd. Mind you, his music's really good, but just sitting here chilling out, listen to it, while I'm working away is kind of, I don't know. I'd rather be listening to like Tool or Metallica or something like along those lines, right? So anywho, that is that phase done. Yeah, see, you get these little white, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like one hair that's like stained white. I don't know what the hell that's about, like why that is. But I'll tell you what gets rid of it right away. It's a little bit of soap. Now normally I don't wash the brush right after this kind of phase. I usually wait till the end of the paint night to wash my brushes, which is what I normally do. But that white hair is bugging me, and so I'm getting rid of it because it's bugging me. It's annoying. And there, yeah, it's gone. So what's next? What is that? Oh shit, that was probably pretty loud for some of you. Grim, watching you paint is entertaining on its own. Having you speak is an added bonus. Okay, well, thank you. Jatham, Geek of Spades. Unless you're uploading to YouTube or something, music isn't really a problem. Almost all of us hobby streamers stream music, yeah. Also, that is an insane number of Skyrunner Warlocks at 33 apiece. Yeah, well, it's more than that in Canada. So 33 US. It's like I think they're 45 apiece here in Canada. So yeah, yeah, this is like a $200 and some unit. It's a little pricey, and we're actually talking on, what was it, Discord the other day? Was that yesterday or today? We were talking about the whole pay to win kind of aspect, or pay to play. Pay to win? What the hell were we talking about, people, when we were discussing that on Discord? I can't remember now. Alright, next phase is we are going to redo the black. We got to clean that black up. So I'm going to get my Incubi Darkness out, and I'm going to get Dark Reaper out, because we're also going to work on the highlights for the faces as well. Grim, I'm just saying, easily entertained though. Does this confirm it? Jatham, I own one, just one, yeah. Yeah, Grim, pay to win is what you said. Yeah, about 40K. Yeah, well, because it's kind of like a lot of games. No, yeah, that's right. Because we were talking about Battlefront 2. That's right. We were talking about Battlefront 2 and how like basically everybody is was up in arms yesterday about the cost of some of the characters in Battlefront 2. And so yeah, that's how we got on that subject, because apparently, I don't know, somehow that seemed to trend or something, that everybody's whining about how expensive it was to get characters in Battlefront 2. Darth Vader, I mean, we had the early access to Battlefront 2, and Darth Vader was, oh crap, the freaking paint's all in my hand. He was 60,000 points to unlock. That's crazy. Let's switch to one of these brushes. Here's the thing. You guys may notice I am using these brushes. I've been giving these brushes a little bit more of a try lately. And so, yeah. These are the Games and Gears brushes. For anybody who doesn't know what brushes these are. I've just been giving a bit more of a try lately, you know. Just because. Actually, I'm going to thin it out a little bit more. I'm just thinning with water here, because basically the faces are already established in black, and so all I'm doing right now is I'm going to just clean up the edges and such on the face, kind of like this guy, and reestablish that, smooth out the color. Yeah, I hit that big area there when I did that face. And down by the jaw. There we go. Perfect. Nice. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to matte, because like right now the robes are kind of shiny looking, just because like these guys have been sealed a couple times, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to matte the robes, but I think I'm going to gloss the helmet, or at least gloss the faceplate. Just for a bit of contrast, visually. Some visual contrast. So just cleaning up some of their edges here on their helmets, making it look nice and neat. Just because I am a bit of a neat freak like that. There we go. There we go. And then Jatham, you mean most of the refunded pre-order in EA history? Yeah, I know. There's no rage quite like nerd rage. Yeah, everybody was up in arms. I mean, I kept it because I love Star Wars. I was gonna play the game anyway. And I mean, like, if they'd have left it as such, I mean, we played it for, like, because we had early access, so we had 10 hours to play the game, and we were already over 30,000 points collected towards spending on the characters. So that was on 10 hours of game. 10 hours? Yeah, it was only on 10 hours of gameplay. So, you know, really, it's all those people out there. It's just stop sucking is really what it is. I mean, like, I was teasing my son because my son plays a lot more than me. He's the one who really who's bought the game, but I love Star Wars. He loves Star Wars, and I was bugging him because the first time I fired up the game, the first map I played, I had gotten an achievement on the Xbox for killing in the first like couple seconds of the match. And he was like, "That's bull." I was like, "Yeah, there, see, the old man still got her." Anyway, he didn't find it as funny as I did. I don't know why. But I found it friggin' hilarious. That the old man could still kill him with the best of them. Clayton, keep painting, bud. I'm starving and it's time for an early dinner. I'll see you online later. Oh, you'll see me online later. Oh, you will you? You think so. You'd like to think so. But you don't know how long I'm going to be broadcasting for. I might only be broadcasting for the next 10 minutes. Or the next 12 hours. You don't know, dude. You don't know. I'm a fickle man. Who knows what I'll do? Yeah, I'll probably still be here. I got nothing else better to do. Thin this down a bit more. As I said before, I don't really need the color to be that solid. I just need to clean up some of those edges. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so on Discord, I posted a list of what I'm planning to use these guys alongside. And for some of you out there who may not know or aren't on the Discord, and you know, I asked the question, why aren't you? I'm going to do these guys with a Supreme Command formation. They're going to have an Autarch with them and a Farseer. This is a 1,500 point list. So an Autarch, Farseer, all on Jetbike, and a Wraith Knight and Bone Singer. Bone Singer is there just basically to keep the Wraith Knight in mostly healthy condition. And the Bone Singer is going to have the Remnant of Glory that allows him to move quickly, so he can keep up with the Wraith Knight, so that he can use his abilities effectively. The Warlock Conclave is going to have Conceal and Jinx, because Jinx is just a fantastic ability. Just screws over so many people. It's so fun. And the Farseer is going to have Fortune and Executioner, because Executioner is really darn good, and Fortune's not bad. It's not as great as it used to be, but it's not bad. And the Wraith Knight is going to be kitted out for close combat. It's a 1,500 point list. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Autarch, and his Warlord ability will be the one where you can't overwatch him. And what else? Yeah, I think that was it. Oh, and then we're going to take the Altiarch. Altiac? Aliutok. Jeez Louises. Craft World ability. So we'd be -1. The Council or the Conclave will be -2 to hit. -3 if I use the stratagem. And I think -3 will really kind of, add some survivability to this unit, especially for a turn or two. I don't know how much command points that is. Hold on, let me check my codex. Now, if with this army only being one formation, it only gets 4 command points. So basically, I'm not doing a whole lot, with this, right? Where the hell is that? The -1 to shoot. Which one was that? Come on, guys. Which one was that? No. 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 Was it Phantasm? Actually, Phantasm is a pretty good one, too. You can kind of, move the guys around as well. Oh, that's it. It's two command points for lightning fast reactions. The Aeldari can possess thoughts and emotions with baffling speed, making their physical reactions so fast that it seems that they are able to dodge out of the way of attacks and blows that would have hit any other target. Yeah, so basically it's infantry and any Assyriani unit with the fly word, which is what they follow under. For any enemy attack in the shooting or fight phase. So you got to declare it right then and there, right? But subtract 1 from all 2 hits that target the unit for the rest of the phase. So I think that's kind of an interesting ability. Kind of an interesting strategy. It's 2 command points, though. And, really need to be careful. What is that? Mad Maxim 81. Hey Chris, does Mini Wargaming have plans for a Necromunda campaign? A campaign? Don't know. If the Legacy rules come out, possibly. I don't know. Because Necromunda is still coming out, so hard to say. But yeah. Greenleaf Terrain. There he is. Adam, what's up? What the Chris Bello? Oh my! Stop reading rules and paint a monkey. I'm waiting for paint to dry. You fool! What are you talking about? Talking about, Willis. Anyway, so we did the faces. We did them black, and so now we're going to highlight just on the edges of their the eyeballs. For that, we're going to start off with some Incubi Darkness, and then we'll hit it with some Dark Reaper. Basically, this is going to be a fine little highlight. So we don't really need much. Although I guess we will need quite a bit because we're going to be doing multiple dudares. So we'll grab some Incubi. Love this color, by the way. This is a fantastic color. If you have a lot of black in your color schemes, it's a fantastic way. Actually, you know what, too? I should probably highlight the hands and feet and such, too, while I'm at it, actually. Nah, screw it. I'll just highlight the masks. Yeah, I probably should do the highlights on the thingamabobbers. Now I'm kind of debating whether I want to just do. We better do the upper portion of the helmet too. Yeah, bring a little brightness into that. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see on camera there, but some definition there now. You know what? Damn it! God darn it! Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit the hands now too, because there's this nice texture on the hands, and they're only just black right now, so I am just gonna grab a slightly broader brush and just hit the top of the knuckles, just ever so slightly, just catching those ever so small little details on the hands, ever so slightly. There we go. I should probably do the boots too. Nah, screw it. Alright, let's grab some paint. Let's get the knuckles. Something like this too, I could just kind of do quickly on the model. Just kind of brings out a bit of definition on some of the points. I'm also catching a bit of the little bracelets that are on the wrists as well. See, the hard part with this is that I'm constantly touching these little guys, right? I'm touching these little guys. And, like, I can see where I've touched and, like, I've worn off the paint. Because I've sealed these models a couple times, I'm not too worried about, wearing down too far. But still, not fun. Yeah. Greenleaf Terrain. Is your house for sale, buddy? I saw a sign. Huh? Is my house for sale? The hell's that mean? Is my stream dry? No, my stream's fine. Is my house for sale? I don't know if you know, Adam, but I moved a while ago. I don't live on East Main no more. So maybe that's what you're thinking of? The properties I used to be on? If that's the case, then yes, I did know that they were for sale. But I don't live there no more. I moved to a much quieter part of town. Basically, when I moved, I sang the Jefferson song. Moving on up to the east side. Oh, man. Yeah, you guys can't see it, but these guys are looking fabulous. And you may have noticed that I stopped using the other brush, and I'm just basically hitting the top of these knuckles here with a small brush, just to get a bit of color definition going on. And then catch the brow. I'm just catching the top of the brow, the bottom portion. Basically, I'm just doing like an edge highlight around the eyes on both parts of the face. So like I'm doing it on the upper portion of the eyebrow and the lower portion as well. Juiced because. Greenleaf Terrain, yeah, when the new studio happens and all I am upgrading my living situation, link deleted, crackheads knocking on my door yelling about me, about some Linda that lives with me. Therefore, I excited? You're excited? Or you're excited? Why, who's Linda? Linda lives with you? Yeah. Who the hell's Linda? Is she the hooker with a heart of gold? Is that who that is? In a really cracky part of town. That should be the next Life of Wargamer. Adam lives in a cracky part of town. Yeah. I'm gonna say it's not looking too bad. Not too bad at all. No, they always assume someone else lives here. It's super weird. I don't know, maybe you need to make more of a presence of yourself. You know what I mean? Like, let them know, hey, you frickin' weirdos, piss off. There's no Linda here. Or, well, actually, I'd rather not say this one. Next time we're talking on this subject, I'll remind me, and I'll tell you what I normally would say in those kind of situations. Either they leave you alone, or it ends up getting you into a fight. One of the two. Well, 6 other people refused to type to you. Link deleted. Does that say about you? I don't know. What does that say about me? Grim, I typed earlier. I merely didn't want to interrupt. LOL, that doesn't work. Several have tried to push their way in. Like, pushed their way into your apartment? Really? Holy cripes. That sounds really messed up, dude. You might need to change locations, dude. Of course, people could be just assuming stuff because your name is Greenleaf. And they're saying, hey, he's got the green leaves. Just saying, Adam. Just saying. Kind of a, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire kind of thing. Literally, too. But yeah, Adam, it is going to be exciting when we move. It's going to be a whole new ball game. Whole new ball game. It's going to be a whole new scene. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Whoops. There, I just messed all my stuff up. Awesome. Not paying attention here. Where did I get this gray? Oh, I put this gray over here. Put my black away. Grab some Dark Reaper. Some Dark. Do have those leaves. Bat Batty. I come into the most aggressive brush cleaning I've ever seen. That's how I clean my brushes, man. I don't know what to tell you. That's how it's done. That's how a Chris do. All right, let's grab a little more color. This time we're switching over to Dark Reaper now. We're switching to Dark Reaper, and we're going to finalize these highlights on these eyeballs on these guys. Grab a nice little healthy bloob. And I think when we're doing the highlight, we only have to do, let's only do the bottom portion of the helmet. I'm not too worried about the fingers, like I was just doing like the little highlights on the fingers, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do just a bit of water here, thin this down just a bit. Yep, that's good. Yeah, that's plenty good. And then just a highlight under the eyes, like so. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Yeah. You guys probably can't see that very well, but yeah. Kind of gives a bit of like definition to the eyes. Just so it's not a boring old kind of black in the face mask. Yeah. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the episode here, we get to some of these little finer details. We will probably get to some airbrushing, and we will tint, I think, these spear tips. For anybody who wasn't catching the show earlier, I chromed their spear tips. So their spear tips are all chromy. They're chock full of chromy goodness. Full of chromy goodness. Yes, I like that. Just the one highlight on the other side. Underside of the eye. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's all she requires, man. Ooh, here's the other question. What should I do the eyes? I was thinking into this earlier, and I wasn't sure what color I want to do the eyes. Should I do them red? Should I do them green? Blue? Maybe blue. Maybe I'll do them blue. Maybe I answered my own question just saying it out loud. I was thinking it, but I never said it out loud. And as I said it out loud, I'm thinking now, yeah, let's do them blue. I don't think I've ever done my eyes blue on my Eldars. I always do them red or green. Often with my Samhan, I always end up going with green because it's the complementary color and it looks so striking on the models. And so, yeah. 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 Oops. All right. Yeah. I don't think I'll go for anything too complex for the eyes. I think what I'll do is I'll just do a simple little base and then give it an ink shade. I think what I'll do is I'll hit it with like maybe even a white, and then I'll do Gilliman blue. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do for the eyes. Something quick and simple like that for the eyes. That's an excellent idea. Glad I thought of it. Excuse me. Sorry for anybody whose headphones are on. I do apologize. Okay, that's it for that. Have I finished the bikes yet? I have finished the bikes. I'm just finishing off the riders. So, yeah, I'm trying to get this unit done. This is like, right now, this is like my Everest right now. Just trying to get this damn unit done. And I'm so close right now. I'm so close to finishing this unit. Bat Batty. Oh, heck yeah. The chrome looks awesome. Like Baharoth blue? Yeah, maybe like Baharoth blue. Baharoth blue, maybe? Do you think? Because I was thinking initially white and then hit it with the Baharoth blue. Greenleaf terrain. How far is the drive to work for you now? Then like 5-10 minutes? Yeah, it's about it's just over 8 minutes right now for me. Because I'm you know where the Food Basics is on the west end of town? That's where I'm at. So, not at the Food Basics, but in that area. Actually, I'm more up, I guess really I'm more up by the college, I guess. By Niagara College. That's where I'm at. Alright. Put this paint away, since we're done with him. Should we grab the Baharoth blue? Should we? Is that bright enough? Let's see here. Where's my Gilliman blue? Gilliman. Where's Gilliman? Hey, where the hell's my Gilliman? Ah, there it is. There we go. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think this should be fun. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit the eyes with Baharoth blue, and then give them a quick little glazing, just along the outer. Oh, you know what we should do? We should hit this with some Liquitex Floaid. This is not the bottle for Liquitex Floaid. This is just the bottle I keep a little portion of the Floaid in. Anybody who's watched the tutorials knows my MO by now, I think. Greenleaf train, yes. Matt just moved around the college. Like, nice area. Why does it keep saying link deleted in your texts? What are you posting in there? You know the Rex Hotel? Yes, I know the Rex Hotel. I do know it. Not personally, but yeah. I haven't spent any days in there or anything like that, but yes. So yeah, we're gonna switch to some Baharoth blue, and we are gonna do some eyeballs. Really quickly here, we're not gonna do anything fancy for these eyes. We're not going for any kind of OSLs or anything like that. We are just simply gonna color in those eyes and then just give a bit of shade on them, just to give them a bit of definition. So slap a little bit onto our palette here. I am going to grab, you know what I should do? I probably should do is actually add the medium into this as well, so that the paint creeps into the eye sockets better. You know what? We're going to do that too. So basically I'm going to take a little bit of my Liquitex Floaid. I'm going to add 2 drops. That should be plenty. Then I'm going to take some of my Lamian medium. I recently showed how I decanted it just for all my Patreon subscribers. They get early access to some fun little videos like that. And let's mix it up. Make it up, make it up. It almost looks like Nilic oxide, actually. It flows like Nilic oxide. I wonder if this is the same damn hue as they use for Nilic oxide. Because I'm looking at this now, how it looks on the palette, and it looks exactly the same as Nilic oxide. This is kind of freaking me out now. Well, it's not freaking me out. It's not like, oh my god, I can't sleep at night. Alright, so grab our detail brush. Let's start coloring in some eyes. What do we got here? Chris forgot to ask, should I use black primer or lighter one when I have to paint metallic pink? any kind of metallics. I often like a black undercoat or black prime. So you should be fine with a black undercoat or prime. All right. So let's hit the eyeball. Boom. Just like that. It just creeps right into the eye socket. Boom. Look at that. Bang. Eye's done. Didn't even have to do anything. I just had to tell the paint, sit here, sit down, shut up, and look at that. It does exactly as you tell it to do. That's what the benefit of Flow Aid is that the paint will just do whatever the hell you want it to do. It just goes into the recesses. It just sits there and be quiet, and it does as it's told. And I like that about paint. I don't like my paint talking back to me. I like it to listen to what I'm saying. Do as I tell it to do. That sounds kind of bossy, doesn't it? Bat. Beatty. Whoa, Chris has a tattoo? Anishinaabe? Yes, I'm Anishinaabe. Very good. I am Anishinaabe. Our friends and allies know us as Ojibways. That's where I am, from up north. Actually, Ojibways are all over this continent. But yes, I am Ojibwe. Anishinaabe, to be more precise. Thank you for asking. I am from the Jijak Dodom, which is the crane. If you must know, usually whenever Ojibways introduced themselves and such way back in the day, it was part of your formal greeting to introduce yourself by name, village you were from, and what Dodom you were. That was the formal way of introducing yourself. Because sometimes another village might have somebody who has a similar name to you, but typically not of the same Dodom. Dodom being the clan, what clan you're from. If I didn't explain that. But yes, I am from the crane. That's what that, well, here. Well, I guess you can see it better if I just do this, right? See the crane? That's the crane, right? If you look at it like that, right? And then the sun. And the sun, typically, the symbol typically is referring to the Great Spirit, or God, if you will. Whichever you prefer. Whichever is easier for you to, I don't know, interpret? Is that the right way I want to say that? Interpret the Great Spirit. Bet you guys didn't know yet. We're going to do some painting, and we're going to learn a little culture. Bet you guys didn't even know that was going to happen tonight, did you? You're just there looking at your computers, doing some homework or something, playing some video games, or you're painting, and you saw Chris was on, and you said, "Holy smokes, Chris is on." I bet you he's babbling on about something tonight. And here we are. Babbling on about something. There we go. All right, so now we got to leave those eyeballs to dry. Let me see here. Yep. All right, I'm just going to grab my phone here. Let's see what kind of questions I'm missing here. Did I miss anything here? Green terrain, pretty sure it's his native symbol. Yeah, I'm Ojibwe. And yes, it is a native symbol. Shit, is my volume on? Crap, my volume's on. Bat Beatty, oh, that's awesome. I mentioned Discord a while back. My school has done a lot recently by teaching Indigenous laws, so we were introduced to various clans and some of the basic ideas. I found it fascinating learning. Yes, it is fascinating learning. I mean, it's something that is not typically taught in schools. It's only, in the last couple of years that, the subject is being taken seriously. It's not, I mean, it should be taught in every Canadian school. you know, because, well, I mean, we're all here now. We all got to move forward, and, you know, a lot of people don't know. People are really ignorant about, you know, what the treaties were all about and everything like that. And, you know, like, people have some really messed up misconceptions about what the treaties mean, and, you know, it's unfortunate because they're very important. It's the whole reason why you have a Canada and the USA. It's because, you know, the Crown's allies, being the Anishinaabe, and along with other nations, we help fight alongside the Crown. If we would have just, you know, sided with the Americans, well, this whole continent would be America now. It wouldn't be Canada and the US. So, yeah. Bat Beatty, it's just a mandatory first year course in my law school now, but I think it's awesome. I'm going to try and take it next year. Yeah, very cool. As our populations grow, it actually wouldn't be prudent to actually get familiar with some of the culture and the languages, especially if you are going to be entering in law enforcement in Canada, you know, to know the languages. So it actually would give you a leg up, and it would probably, if you were ever stationed, you know, anywhere in the north, Ontario, Manitoba, stuff like that, it would definitely be helpful, and would also be a great way to gain the trust of the people you're supposed to be policing, kind of thing, right? So, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's good for building trust, because trust is in short supply these days. All right, what are we going to do next while we're waiting for those eyeballs to dry? We can... Oh, I don't know. You know what? Let's screw it. Let's get to the airbrushing portion of the evening. I'm going to turn on my airbrush. I think. Wait, son of a bitch. That scared the hell out of me. I was checking to see if my airflow was on. I had my little protective cap on my airbrush, and it just scared the crap out of me. Oh, jeez. Has anybody ever done that? Because I turned my compressor on and it didn't make a sound. But yeah, see, the air's on. See? Oop, knocking my models over. Does this sound really bad if I spray it right into the mic? Okay. Headphones. Ooh, my airbrush is making noise now. Is that it? Yeah, that was the coupling was a little loose. I know a few of my things have been loose in the last little bit. I'm wondering if anybody's playing with my stuff. I wonder. Anyway, compressor's on. What were we grabbing? Oh, we're going to grab Calth Blue. I love this color. The Minotaur color is alright too, but I find this one to be a little bit richer feeling. And so, yeah. Bat batting. Shot out. Hurricane levels. Oh, it made me flinch. Quirk, yeah, Quirk, maybe Quirk is playing with my stuff. That's very likely. Because Quirk is an imp. He is a little imp. He likes to play innocent, but he is an imp. Okay, so we're going to grab that. We are going to grab... Oh, right, I need a piece of paper here. Piece of paper. And my skizzers. This is, I'm just making a mask here. This is just to shield off portions of the models from overspray. Hopefully. Because again, I don't feel like, taking out the silly putty and masking the whole model and, doing this and that and, If I can take some shortcuts, I will. Danish artist Chris, black or light primer for painting metallic pink? I already answered that. I said black. Black for metallics. Black. I like black. I mean, light gray. It's not gonna really hurt you at all. Going darker or lighter with metallics, but metallics often sit on top of black better. So that could be metallic silver, metallic green, metallic blue, metallic red, whatever, right? So yeah, you're okay. Grim, should I write him out of my next cookie shipment? Cork, that is. No. Ebb and flow, supper, buddy. Ebb and flow, always bet on black. What stupid movie was that? Wesley Snipes. He says that stupid line. Always bet on black. Oh, man, it's so cheesy. Anyway, you know what? I probably should switch back to my chrome. I was thinking I should do this with this brush. But I'm probably going to end up using too much, I think. I don't need to use this much. It's kind of overkill. Let's switch back to chrome. Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, I had the cap on my brush, right? And I was testing the airflow, and it hear that little pop? Scared the crap out of myself. All right. We should turn this down just a little bit. Yeah, about 10 psi should be okay. Passenger 57. Yes, that's it. Passenger 57. Always bet on black. All right, I'm going to grab a glove here. Just because I don't want to get any paint on my delicate skin. As you do know, of course, the scariest sound in the office is... the sound of a rubber glove. Turn your head and cough. So what I like to do is I like to keep these three fingers free, and then I take this little piece of paper and I tape it to this finger, just like so, like that. So that basically what I can do is I can hold the model and then with my other finger shield it, like so. And that's what I do. Simple enough, right? In theory, communism works. In theory. Grim, the sound of the rubber glove. The dock is in. Oh, I'm not a doctor. Take two of these, one of these. All right, so let's give this a little agitation. Make sure the color's all nice and good. Grab my pipette. Grab a little bit of water. I just like to prime my pipette just a little bit with some water just so the paint doesn't immediately stick inside the tube. Just because it's a bit of a pain, clean up later on. And grab a little bit of the color. Oh, it's probably too much. Yeah, it's probably too much, but oh well. Just a tiny little amount in my brush. And then I just clear out my pipette. And then boom, see? Ready to go. Ready to go again. Okay, Cal's blue. Let's give a little test here. Let's see, make sure the color's flowing. And the color's flowing wonderfully. Wonderfully. Alright. So we were going to do reestablish on the handles. And then I want to catch the blade, but do I want to do the whole blade Do you think the whole blade should be blue or screw it? Let's just do the whole blade. Let's see what the whole blade looks like. If we screw it up, we screw it up. Let's see. Ooh, that looks kind of snazzy. I kind of like that. I don't know about you guys, but I like that. It's a nice bright metallic blue. Oh, it looks so pretty. So pretty. Alright. Now, this side, I can't quite show you guys because... Okay. And I think the staff is okay, but I'd like to see that blue. Yeah, I think that looks all right. What do you guys think? You guys think it looks all right? The sound reminds me of an old modem. An old modem. Okay. An old modem. Grim. Shiny. Yes, it is shiny. I like it shiny. We establish that blue. And then we'll hit the spear tip. Yeah, I like the look of the metallic blue like that. Yeah, I'm a sucker for these candy colors on top of the metallics. Yeah. I am a big sucker for that. Alright. So, we just continue on. You know what? I'm going to turn the PSI up just a bit. Give it a... Let's use a little bit more chest hair on this. Oop. Too much chest hair. Oh, got dry tip going on. Dry tip. So, some of you might be wondering, what does Chris do for dry tip? Typically, I use an old toothbrush. And then I just give the tip just a little bit of a scrubbage. And that's usually enough to knock whatever debris is sitting on the end of that needle. Otherwise, I can just use my fingertip. Come on. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty. It almost has a glow of its own. And some of you out there going, geez, Chris, are you ever going to give up this whole shiny and candy coloring thing and everything? No, I'm not. I love it. God help me, I love it. I love it so. 14.4. I'm a 14.4 modem. That's an old one, man. 14.4. I think my first was a compact, not a compact Presario. Was it compact Presario? Yeah, it was. But I think that one had a 14.4 modem on it. Purdy, purdy, purdy. I like a little purdy. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, people. Greenleaf Terrain. I was going to get me one of those extended triggers at Adepticon. Next, link delete. Why does it always say link deleted? You going again? Yeah. Well, as far as I know, I'm going again. Keep me away. I love Adepticon. Adepticon's fun as hell. Adepticon is one of my favorite friggin' cons to go to, man. Not that I've ever been to a lot, but it's fun as balls. It's balls fun. If that even makes any sense. Jatham, Geek of Spades. I use Magenta Ghost Tint on all the clear bits of my Eldar. It looks sweet. Yeah, magenta. Yeah, I like magenta too. Magenta is just really good. I like using magenta to like deepen up my red. I like using it in that regard. Some of you might be wondering what I'm doing when I'm going off frame. It's just I'm doing the opposite side of the spear tip. I'm not trying to hide anything from you guys while I'm working here. Danish artist. Oh, I just know what noise it made. I just know what noise it made. Yeah, well, I was born in the ping, molded by it. Dun, 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 dun. Can you guys see those spear tips? They look freaking amazing. I don't know. I'm not one for tooting my own horn, but the blue just looks fantastic. It's really getting me excited. Dry tip. Oh man. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the dry tip on this is just huge. It's like this long thing coming off from the needle. Looks like a mosquito's thing. I was wondering why the flow wasn't flowing quite as well. Always forget about the dry tip. Make sure your tip stays nice and moist. I know that sounds totally wrong, but... or totally right. Boom. There we go. That is that. That's the staffs and the spear tips. That's that. I'm going to pull this off. Put that over here. And look at that. We still have tons sitting in the well, which means that we slap it back into the pot. Like so. because waste not, want not. Then we clean the brush. Usually what I'm doing here is I'm spraying using my cup water. I just changed this water today, so it's not terribly dirty. And then I just spray it into the well just to kind of flush colors going and stuff. And then typically I like to turn my PSI back way up just so I can get some good aggressive cleaning, like so. Then we wipe the cup. Get some clean water. Spray it in there, and you can see that there's still just a little bit of discoloration in the water. And so what I'll do typically is with my pipette, I will flush the cup. Just like this. Draw the excess out. Flush what remains. Wipe the cup. And she looks pretty clean so far. But come in, give it a little squirt of some Vindex. Just a little bit. And typically, I will ease the trigger back. Let a little bit of that Windex flow into the nozzle tip, just to make sure everything's staying nice and clean there. And then flush the Windex through. I often vary the pressure back and forth just so that it kind of agitates the needle. My needle's clean. The well is sudsy. Grab a little bit more fresh water. And then flush the cup again. Flush the excess water. And then, bang, the cup is clean. And then I blow into it really sharply just to kind of knock that excess moisture at the bottom. And that's it. That's how I clean my brush. That's how I'm doing it these days anyway. And that maintains a nice, perfectly clean cup. Brush is nice and clean and ready to use later on. So hopefully that is somewhat informative for some of you. Or just, some of you might have been curious about my whole process. Now, the eyeballs should be dry by now. So let's jump back to eyeball mode. And then I think we can do the gemstones, and I think I'm freaking done these guys. Is it so? Is it possible that I'm almost done these guys? Oh, then I gotta seal them again. Son of a bitch. Danish artist. Yeah, when I use my airbrush, paint tend to dry quickly on the tip of the needle. Yeah, it's just dry tip. That's a very common thing. Every airbrush artist has to deal with that dry tip. Ebb and flow. The cup cleaning sounds borderline obscene at times. Oh, that. Yeah, well, hey. Do what you gotta do. And then, of course, I always leave my caps and stuff. Make sure I always leave my cap on the needle part, just in case something bumps my brush or whatever. And then, of course, to keep the dust and debris out of my cups, I always put the cap back on top, and then put my brush away. And that's taking care of my airbrush. And as I say, always take care of your brushes. Why? Because they'll take care of you. Not literally. It's not like you're going to be in an old age home one day and your brushes will be taking care of you, because hopefully your children are doing that. No. But if you want them to work well, you got to do it. All right. So, Gilliman Blue, Liquitex. Let's grab this brush here. Let's throw a little bit onto the palette. What name is this? I can't see what the name is. The text is a dark blue. What is the name? Ultimative TV Mini. Oh, TV Mini TV. Mini TV, is that you? Do you drink your paint water? No, I have drunk the paint water in the past though. Is that what it is? TV. I gotta see the name here. Yeah, Mini TV. Oh, okay, it's Mini TV. Oh, it's Mini TV. It's Mini TV. Yes. Have I drank my paint water? Yes, I have. I have done it. Not recently, because normally I use these big old jars, right? So, you know, I'm not drinking out of big jars. It's just not a thing I do. You know, it's not a thing Chris do. So let's grab just a bit of Gilliman, slap it onto the palette here. Just a nice little blob. Not too much. Don't really need that much. Then grab our Liquitex fluid and add 2 drops. It always seems about 2 drops that I use. I don't know why, but it just seems like a way. We'll use our detail brush to mix this up, I suppose. Doesn't really matter, because all we're using that Liquitex fluid for is the creeping action, and the Gilliman blue is we're not really using a whole lot. But what we want from this is that it'll creep into the outer recesses of the eye. Like, not like that. Too much. Too much. Yeah, there's too much in there. Okay, so I'm going to draw that out. So all I do is to draw it out really fast is to use my brush and draw it out. Yeah. Actually, that's better. That's better. Okay, so don't need much. Bang. And bang. Yeah, that's better. It deepens it down just a little bit, just giving us some color at the edges. Bang. Oh, too much. Yep. Too much again. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Draw the excess out. Try and aim for the upper eyelids. Nope, that's not it either. Son of a beehive. Okay, well, I guess we're just drawing most of it out. That is that. Okay. Damn, it's easy to overwhelm these eyes. But when the color just sits on the surface, though, it just gives a nice little hint of a glow, because it goes around the edges, it redefines the edges of the eyes. But I haven't found that right amount of my brush yet. It seems to overwhelm the brush. Oh, okay. If I play with it a little bit more, it seems fine. Just gotta watch out not take too much. Yeah, just kind of move it around the space a bit more. Catch the upper brow. Shoot, too much again. God darn it. Keep doing that. It's so easy. Oh, it's so tempting just to hit this with some white now. Get a really bright glow. But then I'm doing kind of like an OSL thing if I hit it with some white. Which is what I said I wasn't going to do. Which I'm not. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not doing it. It's not happening. Not doing it. Don't look at me. Not happening. There we go. Put that away for now. Put that back. Okay, no more questions so far. Okay, good. That's all right. I didn't want to talk to you guys anyway. What was I doing next? Oh, right. I was going to do the gemstones. Okay, I don't need this here anymore. It's like, what the hell was I doing? What the hell am I doing? How long has this show been on? How long have I been on for? Am I still on? Yeah, I'm still on. Am I still on? Do you want me to be retarded? Yeah, it looks like I'm still on. I'm still on. All right. Right. What was I doing? Gemstones. Sound like that the wolf from Looney Tunes. Oh, what was I hunting? Rhinoceros? No, not rhinoceros. Hippopotamus? No, not hippopotamus. So basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to use Stormhost Silver, and I'm going to do the silver gemstone technique. Basically, I'm just going to paint silver and then put a clear coat on top, or clear color on top of it, and be done with it. Again, like I said, I'm not going for super high standards here. I'm just going for kind of a normal kind of thing here. Grim. Little did we know Chris went mad. Yes, I'm still here. Yes, thank you. I am still here. I'm still here. All right, so let's grab some silver, and we're going to do these gemstones. What the hell? I thought I shook that up. Didn't I shake that up? Oh, metallics. GW metallics. You always got to shake the hell out of these things. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Now watch me get sued for just saying that. Wouldn't that be some shit, eh? Let's get my ass sued. Singing along to a damn song. Alright. Yep. Grab some silver. There we go. And let's paint that gemstone. Yes. Grab this guy. Like I said, this is really, really quick. I'm not doing the usual, gemstoning thing. Oh, right. I got to clean up the edge from the spear tip and the thing here. I got to clear that up too. I have to scarp my gold as well. So we're not quite done yet. Getting close, but we're not done. We're so close, people. We're so close to finishing this unit. Well, not we, I. And Danish artist, you were asking earlier, like metallic sitting on top of the color. I'm throwing this really light metallic on top of like a beige color, it's Ushabti bone. And I mean, like, it's covering just fine. It sits better on top of black because you can kind of see the contrast that it provides, but otherwise it's not a huge issue. But if you want to go for maximum contrast, yeah, it's the better way to go. Have metallic sitting on top of black. Shake, 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 shake your booty. Now I got that friggin' song in my head. Why'd you guys put it there for? Why? There we go. Yeah, I really like the way the chrome that I used for these spear tips, it was that Molotov chrome, that liquid chrome. That's what I used. Anybody was wondering. All right. Technical. Yeah, we're gonna use this technical here. Now, for some strange reason, it looks like it's got like some sort of funny separation thing going on here. The last one to use this was Quirk, and I don't know what that boy does with these colors. I don't know if he's being weird or what. If he's adding medium to this and changing the nature of the color. Is that what he's doing? Quirk, is that what you're doing, boy? Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. I'm just using one of the GW stirrers here to shake it, because I'm seeing some of the darker color sitting on the bottom of the pot. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, look at that. There's some deeper color sitting there. That's not right. I don't know what that's about. Something going on. Something very funny going on. And no, sir, I don't like it. Anyway, now let's give this thing a good shake. Mini TV, you need to hunt him down. Yeah, I could. If I really cared, if I was that butthurt over it, which I'm not. Hunt Chris or Quirk? Quirk, man, Quirk. We'll hunt Quirk down. Hunt him down like the mangy dog he is. That's fun picking on the guy. He's an alright dude. If you know him in real life, he's an alright dude. He's alright. He's not like really awesome or anything. He's alright. Good for a laugh. Little bugger could be listening to this program for all I know. He's probably like, Chris is being a freaking ass. Danish artist, any idea what can substitute for Reikland Fleshshade? What can substitute for Reikland Fleshshade? Reikland Fleshshade is it's a brown with kind of a red hue to it. So it's really anything you want to do. I mean, that's the color that's what shade it is. Like, here, let me see. Let me grab it here real quick. If I can find it. Where the frick is it? What the frick? Somebody's touching my colors. People touching my colors. I don't like it. Why do I have like 3 Carbon Crimsons? There it is. Reikland Fleshshade. So Reikland Fleshshade is a little bit different than, say, Seraphim Sepia. You know what? Here, I'm gonna grab a white piece of paper here just to illustrate here. And so, Reikland Fleshshade, when you lay it on, right? See, it's this browny hue, but it has almost kind of a reddish tint to it. Especially when it's sitting heavily on a surface, it almost takes on a bit of a red hue. Versus Seraphim Sepia, where, let me see, yeah, here we go. Or Sepia, as some people keep wanting to correct me. Sepia. You know what I say to those people? Anyway, so here's the Sepia. I'll show you. So, see, the Sepia has a lot more yellow hues to it, whereas the Reikland has a bit more reds to it. So you could take, say, Sepia and add just a teensy bit of, say, Carbo Crimson, and I bet you should get a similar kind of color here. You know what? Geez, just for giggle's sake, I will show you. Maybe Druchii. No, not Fugin. Come on, I just had 10 Carbo Crimsons in my hand. Where the hell do they all go now? There it is. All right. So, let's take a little bit of Carbo Crimson and a little bit of Sepia, right? And let's mix them. So we're going to take a little bit of Sepia, a little bit of Carbo Crimson. And let's say 3 drops. I'm going to guess 3 drops. I'm just guessing here, by the way. What it takes to make a Reikland. But, ooh, I think that's pretty darn close. So we got a little bit more yellow hues to it, but it's actually kind of interesting. So here, let's see here. Yeah. You know what? We could probably add just a bit more Carbo Crimson to this. Oh, did we grab too much? I think we grabbed too much. Yeah, it's a little too much. It's because there's a strong yellow component to it. I'm wondering maybe if it should be Treachy Violet. No, that's it. Damn, look at that. Huh. That's pretty darn close to Reikland Flushshade right there. That's Carberg Crimson and Seraphim Sepia. So, there you go. There's an alternative for you, Danish artist, right there. Mix the colors yourself. Once you really start doing, and this goes for everybody, once you start doing more studies into color theory and such, you can tackle these kind of things on your own. So, for anybody out there who missed this portion of the show, this is Seraphim Sepia. This is Reikland Flushshade. This was the first initial test of Crimson to Sepia. This was like a 1 to 3, and this is probably more like a 2 to 3. Probably more like a 1 to 1 almost, but it's pretty close to the 2. So, like I said, there you go. Okay, does that help? Can't say I didn't teach you anything today. Danish, are you on our Discord channel? Are you on the Way of the Brush Discord channel? Because if you're not, get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Danish artist, thanks. I'll try it out. Okay. Mini TV, you are a merciful God, Chris. I'm not a god. I only play one on TV. Alright. So, going back to my Soul Stone Blue. What time is it? Holy crap, it's already 9 o'clock. I think we're going to have to wrap this up pretty soon. Man, this time flew by as we were having fun, didn't it? I think this stuff. Oh, this lid's pissing me off. Now I'm gonna throw a little bit onto my palette here. And find some space here so I'm not knocking into anything. And let's grab our small brush here. Yeah, let's use this one. Because when you're using this technical stuff, you want to use a lot of the color. Like a lot of paint. And let's just draw it up. Yeah, just like that. Just hit that little center gemstone. Bang. Bingo bango. Just like so. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think it works. It works. It's alive. It's alive. Yeah, so we're going to be wrapping this up here in a minute. Because it's almost that time. And any other questions for everybody? Grim, time did indeed fly. It did fly, because I started this like, what, just a little after 7, I think? What, Eastern Standard? I think it was a little after 7. Was it after 7? After 6? Hell, when did I start this? What day am I on? Where the hell was I? And if not him, where? And if not when? Where the hell was I? One of my favorite movies, by the way. If you don't know what I'm quoting. And if you do know what I'm quoting, well then God bless you. And if you don't know what I'm quoting, you better get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. You know what? I'm going to go back and do some of these other ones here because I like how this finished off better. Grabbing more of the color here. The way this technical works, like, it feels like it flows better. Just like, you know, when we're glazing and we finish off a brush stroke to end with the brightest amount of color or the deepest amount of color, that's how this paint kind of works. You want to finish your brush stroke where you want the color to be deepest. And so to get the gemstone effect right using this technique, you have to basically go in an upward motion because you want the color to build at the top of the gemstone because it'll be deepest color there and be brighter at the bottom. And that's it. There. So gemstones in the chests are done. And then I just have to clean up the stacks. And that'll be it. Mind Sculptor 66. Not even 7 yet where I am. Well, you got to be what? Not even 7 yet? So, yeah, you got to be like central, or not central. Mountain. You got to be mountain time. Mountain time. So, yeah, Gemstone's done. What time we at? It's 5 after. I got a few minutes here. I got time. We're going to grab some Scale 75 color here. We're going to grab some Dwarven Gold. Because this stuff sits on top of metallics and such really, really well. Really, really well. And we're going to give it a good shake. Here, listen to the shaking. Just proof that it's shaking, not anything obscene. Throw a little bit onto our palette. A little bit. There we go. That's a little bit. Grab a brush. Grab our Aeldari. And let's clean up this stuff here. Neaten this up a bit. There we go. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. That up a bit. And that's it. My God, people. I think I'm almost done this damn squad. You witnessed it right here live. My God. Which one of you punks can guess what I got buried under my house? Perfect. This Scale 75 metallics, if you have not had a chance to play with these colors, my God, what are you doing with your life? Because they're so good. They're so good. They fill me with warm feelings. And as a courtesy to the rest of you, my God, why don't you want to have warm feelings? And if you're not motivated by paint, well then we can't be friends, really. So what I'm saying, if you're not emotionally moved by simply moving paint on a surface and seeing the colors and things that transpire in that little universe of blends and pigments flowing into each other, then again, like I said, we have nothing to say to each other. We can't be friends. I'm sorry. It's the way it is. But if you are moved by such things, then we already are friends. We're already kindred spirits because we already understand the nature of the universe and the flow. Everything is pigments. It's atoms flowing into each other, creating new colors, becoming one. You guys must think I'm on some serious drugs, eh? Guys are like, what the frick is he talking about? Pigments? Really? Probably just thinking that, man, Chris has finally gone off the deep end. Oh, man. Mind Sculptor 66. Those GW paint holders are awesome. Where'd you get them? Where'd you get them? Where'd I get them? Get them at GW. Normally, what I use for my paint holders is one of these right here. I make these. These are pretty straightforward and simple. There's nothing, amazing. It's not an amazing bit of technology. Yeah, we were talking earlier on Discord about paint holders and people getting bad advice as far as what these paint holders are. And so I don't know. Some people they kind of talk out of their asses, and they want to sound like they're intelligent and end up sounding like freaking morons. So anyway, oh wait, no, I'm not done yet. Oh, I gotta varnish these guys first. Oh, I was about to slap these guys onto the bikes. Here's the bikes, by the way. I got bikes. I got bikes. But you know what? I got to cut this end here because this is the end of the show. I'm pretty much done. I just got to matte varnish the robes. I'm going to gloss varnish the helmets or the face masks, and then slap them onto the bikes. I probably could just do that onto the bikes now, but I just don't want to, end up getting matte varnish on my nice shiny bikes, because these bikes are shiny. And the bikes, I did a combination too. I did like these green gemstones. These were done with the silver technicals, and then I hand painted the blends on the big gemstone on the bike. So it was a combination, 2 different techniques there on the bikes, just for, variation and effect, and just so that people can't say I'm entirely lazy and I didn't want to do all the proper shading and stuff like that on my models and what have you. But anyway, guys, I am going to sign off here. I am done. Hopefully we had a little bit of fun. Hopefully we kind of learned something. I think we did. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. Screw it. I'm gonna say we did. We learned something, right? We learned something. I know damn well we learned something. But yeah, I gotta go. I will see you guys later. It was fun. Hopefully, you had a little bit of fun watching me work through my whole process. Assembly line painting is not my strongest suit. I don't know. It's just one of those things that just kind of, it's mind numbing, and I just, I don't really get excited by, and it's just, I don't know about you guys. Leave a comment down below what gets you guys excited about your assembly line painting. Like, how do you guys get through it all? Because, man, I mean, I don't know how some people do it. Like Ash, Gorilla Miniature Gaming, Ash, he's a machine. Like, I watched him put together a Space Wolf army, like 1,500 points or 2,000 points of Space Wolves together in like 3 days, and painted, assembled and painted in 3 days. Just work days. It wasn't like he took them home and worked on them. He just got it done at work. And I was like, dude, that's amazing. Now, was it Golden Demon Standard? Of course not. But it was done, and it was tabletop, and it looked good on camera, and it looked good. Like, the models looked good, even to the eye. They looked good. They were good paint jobs. And yeah, it was 3 days. He got it all done. He just hammers through it. And I don't know how one can shut off that part of the brain to do that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm not dedicated enough, maybe. I don't know. Anywho, guys, I will see you guys later. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that. And I will see you guys later. Bye. See ya.